Hey everybody, how you doing today? And I'm back with Hooked on You. So, if I remember right, last time we left off, I had locked myself into Spirit Pathway because freaking why not? And I'm still completely 100% confused. So let's continue on. Also, I probably sound insanely stuffed up right now. There was a storm last night, and it must have blown in some pollen that absolutely shreds my face every time it storms like that. I'm sorry if I end up like sneezing and coughing and junk. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, here we go. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's sort of okay with. I don't know how I feel about that. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go on that hunter's thing. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. That's savage. You pull on the beach attire. You pull on your beach attire. Was I just laying there naked? What? You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. If is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love! Are you been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep? It has happened here before. It's probably a love thing. I don't know, zombie butterflies? What would they even do? For real, what would zombie butterflies do? What would the benefit to being a zombie and a butterfly be? I mean, obviously they could fly and get to places, maybe, if they weren't too decrepit to actually do anything of value. But at the same time, would it matter? Would they be strong enough to do anything? Would their little proboscis be able to pierce you? And at that point, wouldn't they just be a mosquito? I think they'd just be a mosquito. Also, imagine this. So we all, like, think that zombies would be a pain to deal with just in general, right? Think about it this way. We have mosquitoes. If getting zombie blood in your bloodstream can infect you, just imagine how much of a detriment to survival mosquitoes would be. You might get infected without even knowing it. Because a mosquito could just be like, oh, I'm going to nibble on the zombie. And then it comes to nibble on you. You don't know that mosquito's there. You have no evidence of that mosquito being there 90% of the time. So it could bit you, put in zombie blood, and then just flew away as if nothing had ever happened before the infection takes hold of it. So you end up with this infinite cycle of mosquitoes just infecting anyone where mosquitoes can live. And everybody just zombie them. There's no escape. It's too late. It's time for what, Claudette? Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand, flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for the big moment, don't you think we have noticed how kind you've been to us? Banana? No, I don't think they have. It can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. Fair enough. Oh my nose! And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a hint for you going forward, don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. What? Relationships are a two-way street, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. They're killers and they're survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. So wait, does this mean that if I end up going all in with the spirit like I have been so far, that I'll just become a killer and work with her? Is that what's gonna happen here? Okay, so who's into me? Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she's opened up to you. I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and for us, that's in a different type of game. So, are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. It's Spirit, yeah, because if you pick anybody else... You know what would be funny? If after I remove Trapper in this situation, I can just go out and pick him. I could just be like, hey, you know what? Let's go for Trapper. You make your way over to the rows of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clear sparks in the air. And I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. Why didn't they put the hillbilly in here? That would have been hilarious. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Well, that'd be funny. He only says like a handful of words, and then the other half of what he says is screaming. He's like, ah! Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Banana! Who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. What flower thing? What are they talking about now? I'm concerned. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Oh, those are pretty. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. Other thing to right now. Banana, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Well, obviously it's a spirit. She's got the same flower on her hat, so I win twice there. I'm trying really hard not to sneeze at you guys. There we go. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat and into her haunting eyes. Yeah, I think glowing green eyes in the darkness would make life really disturbing in the middle of the night. Even if you had a perfectly good relationship, she was never gonna hurt you no matter what for your entire lifetime. Because obviously she's going to outlive you. She's a spectral entity that's over like freaking hundreds of years old. I don't know exactly how old she was or when she died. But think about it. She's just there. And she's just staring at you from the darkness, and all you see are these glowing green eyes. You're half asleep. You just got up to go to the restroom. You're coming back, and she's just like staring at you from the hallway or something like that. Like peeked around the corner of the door of the bedroom. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. I feel like I'm gonna die. It's time to see what you're made of. Banana! Am I gonna die? Why are we on Trapper's yacht? I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head up to the Black Lighthouse. I'm concerned about what will happen there. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts, snorkeling, or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. Why do you look like depressed about your own like behavior? The hat, the swimsuit, the plum of flowing hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once, went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time, when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. It depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. Sure. Don't threaten me. You're the one who said something. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here in this island? Why are you confused about that? I don't know what's going on. Who knows? I sure do. I got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques trying to find clues or analyze their meaning. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person, but you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from. And rather than freak out and simply try and swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. That sounds like something that I wouldn't be able to do. I can't swim as it is. So I was already screwed from the get-go. It's not, however, the fact that you never even tried. I think that means you've got courage, or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around? Stuck around for what? Because you like someone you met here. Oh, I think we're in, guys. Maybe. While the two of you are getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulls over the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Wait, if we have the yacht, can't we just go to the other island? Last stop, everybody off. There were other stops? Oh no, not of this trip. Of your life. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore. I'm just messing with you. This is the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it for ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight! This ship doesn't even have a poop deck! Oh, it will. Oh, gross! As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. Pooping on the deck? Wow, how I feel about that. You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. God, I wish I could read better. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. It's exciting about today, see? I'm excited about today. Spirit places her wrist directly in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cold to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping! It's interesting to know that she has blood in the first place, considering she has literally severed limbs floating with glass shards stuck in her. So, what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse amongst the circling burbs. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today? Thank you for interrupting, Wraith. Hi, Wraith. You sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with him for sure. Well, something else strange, something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that has ever been sucked. Banana, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive. That is the saddest goddamn thing I have ever heard, and that is a ton of coke. Are you done? We're kinda, on that date you just mentioned. How is he able to get involved in this? I thought he was blocked because I gave her the flower. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something, you mind? Oh, right. So, what you doing? Heading up into the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell about it. But this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith and heads out. And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date. Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into any menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away. Enjoy the view. I think Wraith is kidding about the whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is most of the ocean on account of it being, a lighthouse. Well, it looks like it's got a full 360 glass dome kind of thing going on, so I think you'd be able to see the other side, right? You'd be able to see the island, and if you just walked around to the other side of it, you'd also be able to see out there in the thing. However, that does bring up an interesting point regarding your, how do I say it? Spirit's hand floats up and she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further. Well, duh, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath its spooky tower. But you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it? It might be romantic to her. I think I'm alive? Give or take a little bit. I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here, with me, the spirit. Does that really make you alive? Yes, I don't know. I don't know either. If you come with me up into the eye of the black lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. Just be friends? Ouch! Is this our way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stay down and live for sure! No, let's go! No risk, no reward. We can't date a spectral entity if we don't try, you know? You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. Maybe the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with this information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile. I'm just gonna go up there and I'm gonna get stabbed 40 times. This way. It's like I took the stairway to heaven. It's just a guaranteed death. Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. The last thing you see as the final ray of sun leaves, the final ray of sun leave. God, I can't read. You is a horrible sight, a petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. It's just a corpse. The things we do for love. It's relatively normal. When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the black lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room, as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning, a moment ago, but now it's night. The lighthouse, black lighthouse, I imagine it has some facial warping effects or something. What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date. What? Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it. It's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But, hey, I'm not dead. Oh, you're already dead and have been this whole time. Cool! That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens reflects moonlight through itself, a subtle spark that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went. Staring into the light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I had a really good time. That's it. Don't get me wrong, this is really cool and all. I guess I don't know what to... I don't either. Nothing happened. I suppose if you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Did I die or not? Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me flip the light for the staircase so it's easy to get down. The stairs look pretty dark. Maybe its spirit is interrupted by a strange hum. And then it becomes frighteningly clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs. It was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. Oh, dimensional lantern! The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose. Oopsie, looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair lights at all. Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me and I'll keep you safe. What, minigame? I'm ready. Perfect. Not bad. Perfect. Perfect. Not bad. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. Hey now! I'm so lucky you put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. I'm real? I mean, I hope I'm real. I could be an illusion. You never know. This island is a manifestation, probably of the entity. So, this whole place, including myself, could be an illusion. Simply sit there to torment you. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's Black Lighthouse's lantern eye refused to subside. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. Oh, I'm gonna die. Hey, been a while. How are things? Is it you? Is it the lantern? Is the ocean the lantern too? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. Will it? Did I get deleted? Look, a cave. You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It smells like ass. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you. You know how some people say, it's not you, it's me? Well, this time, it is you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought you were doing... I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird, because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody. She was dating Trapper the whole time? Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say it. I'm dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Grin, Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I thought I noticed that a hell of a long time ago, but apparently not. I think that your shouting woke up Banana! Fake snore. Got it. You tuck your face to your elbow and let out a long, unconvincing snore. You might as well have announced I'm awake and uncomfortable. I grew up surrounded by lazy miners who are constantly sleeping on the job. I know what a real snore sounds like. Get up, Banana. Fine. What time is it? Where am I? Trapper, is that you? Is that you, Trapper? You know damn well it's me. The power and beauty of my voice is unmistakable. Look at him. Look at those rippling muscles. He could probably flex and kill everyone in this room. The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly, I should be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island, or here in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here, so I was kidnapped. Nice! You and Trapper, but after the lighthouse came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, and so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. Yes, he does. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper could be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. That's fair enough. Threatening, menacing, honest about all of the violence that he commits, all that kind of stuff is just straightforward with this man. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. And there's Wraith, finding everything they think they know about, and that only they know about. What's up, guys? Talking of island mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place is private? Don't look at me, I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So, you three a thruple now? Or... Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it. What are you doing right now, man? We were not a thing. Nobody traps the trapper. Not with traps or with relationships. You trap your own feet with traps. He does that all the time, let's be honest. And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Good on you. Call him out for his BS. Why are his weird little, like, tree hair things burning? Wow, so hostile. So if you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! Wraith looks around just to be doubly sure the trapper isn't missing you. I was just leaving. This island, it's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. I could see that. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends. I don't believe that. I dispute the events as told. For the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at, I can tell. So, I hate to ask, but did I just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp? So I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters, excuse me, I'll take that question. Thank you very much. I was about to die. If you know anything about me now, it's that I'm on a quest for revenge. Yeah, everyone's just everywhere on the entire island, just unanimously. They couldn't hear her, but they all knew. Revenge. Exactly. What you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Oh, so that's their common ground. I could see that. Yeah, because, I mean, he got revenge with in his stories and everything like that. She's after revenge in her stories to destroy literally everything in existence, pretty much. That's actually a pretty good match. Even if they don't agree on anything else. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their backs and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. I'd say that. Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying. It's never meet your heroes. You gotta never meet your heroes because you'll always be disappointed is what the whole thing with that is. Hey Chief, how you doing, man? And then you came along, Banana. Banana! You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. I'm not sure where you got all of that from, but okay, I can agree with my in-game canon self. I'm pretty stupid. I just say whatever comes to my head most of the time. You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me. That I can embrace those things, but not be defined by them. This moment in the story, the music does not fit it at all. Like this particular phrase and stuff like that, the music should have shifted for this part right here because it just feels awkward. Just sitting here listening to some like rock while talking about something super deep. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel. Oh god. That's glorious. Trapper nudges you in the rib with his elbow. Gross! Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass, because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-ass dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. Actual tea real here. And I don't want to give up on that. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Banana. While you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma, like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinion. I can just see him foaming at the mouth the entire time he's saying this, trying to be very, very polite about it. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get her, you have to go through me first. Bypassing Trapper's Test, TM, coming to Behavior TV, Sunday at 8 p.m. Awesome! Oh. It turned into a real game show for a second here. Alright, so I'm basically being challenged Smash Bros. Style by Trapper to answer a bunch of quiz questions. Question 1! What is Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. You called her Rin! Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon! Sure, everyone knows that. That won't all be this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? I worked at a restaurant. I know to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with a help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me that... What? She didn't even respond. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? It's black. Are these questions large and superficial? Sure! Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You got this, banana. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Regretting parts of your life, having unfinished business, not being seen for who you are. When I pitched Trapper's test... Wait. When I pitched Trapper's test to the suits at Behavior TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given as the final prize for winning, so I killed them all right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, and B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with the giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure, you probably guessed, but rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So, I guess I approve of your dating Spirit, or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, wink. Trapper out! He's gonna cut me. He's just gonna stab me in the middle of the night or something like that. He just has to have a reason. That's it. That's all he wants. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What? 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that. As ridiculous and unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz. All of it. Especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. That hurts. I say Baneth out at the end of all my streams. I feel attacked right now. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Rin. 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 I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone up in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, banana. It's not that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told no. Wait, it is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter comment. Come back up there with me. I was told this was safe for work. I don't believe this. Hey, hippie. No, this was on the schedule for a while. I'm concerned, confused, and prepared to frickin' go to the break screen. You're excited to return to the lantern room of this lighthouse despite all of the drama and worry that was previously a part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes it all the more crushing. When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight! Oh, God. Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What could be tragic about a family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions in my experience. Before they can explain what that's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lenses begin to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will. Now, please don't interrupt. You think all this time you'd know that we've got your best interest in mind. Wait, what? No, of course I don't think. Got wax in your ears, friend? I asked you not to interrupt. Too late, the black light flares. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange. In place of Claudette and Dwight are two ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the two survivors are returned to their normal states. It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch the language. You shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders. Grandpa? My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. Oni's Rin's grandfather? Oh no. Oh, what? Banana, meet Grandpa Kaizen Yamoka. I can't speak. Forgive me for butchering that. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. But that's a lot of greats to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats. Say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect, except Rin. She can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you! Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. It probably is. I'm pretty sure that's an actual eye now. You mongrel. You must treat me with respect, or so help me, I'll be cleansing bits of your head off my kanabo. A kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered with spikes, for your information. I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to the descendant of the noble. I'm not a noble bloodline in the first place. I don't want to butcher it every single time. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on here. It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember? We explained to you that we're going to come meet with your great-great-great-great-granddaughter, suitor, and to give you or withhold your approval. Oh. 5 greats! Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, your honor. Master, sir. Hey, Jason! You have a point! You have a very good point there, Jason. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I would be too distracted by torturing him for all of eternity to continue with the rest of the, whatever this is, show, game, experience? Ah, yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power and magnitude can help. I'm so strong! He's just sitting there, favoring himself. Self-important much? Nice to meet you, Kaizen. Only my friends and family call me Kaizen. Those who tremble in fear at my presence call me Oni. You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper in not only the sheer size of this man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? It dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you try to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. I can't even see my own face, guys. I have no idea what I look like in this. This definitely deserves more thought, but now is not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad-dogging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kaizen. Peasant? I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light. Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. Hold up there, Grandpa. It's not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Oh, I have to date the grandpa now. I see how it is. These things. Always waiting to be killed, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it. In his day, for such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at cloud vibes. I'd yell at a cloud if I was old. You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already, a little too much if you ask me. But I didn't make the rules. The rulers did. Exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courses, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. Or are we talking about your entire history, apparently, from your own mouth? Spirit giggles that are great, great. Okay, I'm not saying all of those every time. At Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so. Oh, I'm being combative immediately. Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list off every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period. Silence, peasant! You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, a samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that because I had honor and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide. But clearly you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of shifting rules and traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool! Man, he's so aggressive with everything he says here, and I'm honestly disappointed in this man and his stubbornness. Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this? You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle the massive demonic old man. Oh wait, I get it, sweet Rin, my beautiful son. He's such a doting grandfather. You have invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Patch this jerk's head in! Claude, Doris, fetch my kanabo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together as a family. Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Ah, yes, sure. Wink, wink, wink. This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear Banana has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. This whole thing is nonsense, so I agree with that wholeheartedly. Oh my god. I feel like I'm screaming into the void with this game. That's probably where she would be happiest, right? Screaming in the void. Nonsense, which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already? Of course, of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. It's come give your ancestor-in-law a hug. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he's ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually. Rin, now! Push them my way and I'll split them in half. Sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamko bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor. You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yama. I can't say it right. The lust for violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer. I may have picked the wrong path here. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose if this is the person you want to be with, to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Banana ever treats me poorly, you have my word on our family's honor. I will wield my katana and gut him like a fish. Ow! A tear rolled down from Oni's demonic mask. He's such a good grandpa. You sure you want to marry into this? One last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing so specifically and so obsessively about it. What he did, it was awful. But it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. But well written. I will see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clint! Dennis! Return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to? Yes, sure. I swear this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful of your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I'll never measure up to someone like that, a warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask. That Oni mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's Cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. The sense of abstract duty, anger at the world changing around me, a lust for blood, that's no way to live. And yet, as you know now, that is the that is the Yamoka. I'm saying it wrong, and I hate it. Way of life. Forever I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me, or at least maybe I was until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. Oh yeah. They fit into my mind as to why he's such a doting grandpa is probably because Ren is a killer that master. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's possibility right there. That could be it. That could be exactly why he's such a doting grandfather. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. It came from being a spaz. I think we spent enough time in this lantern room. We should get back down to the beach. Did I win yet? Do I win now? Is it over? Am I going to be stabbed? The moonlight sets a romantic mood as storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. That's true. The bikini pic! She took off the robe! Man, we're winning now. She removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini, her pale skin glowing under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Do you need sunscreen? Dang! Again, I mean, yeah, of course! Last time was... Well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I kind of just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Steady, steady. Oh no! Oh, I missed! Close. Yes. All over the feet! She's got a... God, that's so goddamn hot. I'm feeling your hands sliding up and down my feet between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Oh my god! Hold on. Before I get myself into trouble with this game, I have to double check if this... There's nothing in here that'll get me in trouble with YouTube, right? The game contains violent language, just in text, no visual depictions of violence, crude humor, sexual humor, violence against non-humans, never depicted rare, swearing and bloody imagery, rare and in static images. So there shouldn't be anything too much. There shouldn't be anything too much. Okay. I swear, behavior, if you screw me on this and you just didn't put the right things in here, I'm gonna be so mad. That's it. That line right there. Oh my god. Get up here right now before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands. Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock on yours. Is surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Is she crying? Clouds cover the moon. You find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit coming undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like. Fly. As Spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like an ocean. Salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will have all been worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself, exhausted, away from Spirit. I gained a bloody glass shard! This is exactly what I was after. Oh my god, I'm safe. We're not in the danger zone, apparently. Unless you count me reading all of that out loud, the danger zone. A chunk of... I have my hand. If something comes up, I have my hand over the freaking break screen immediately, just so I can cut that off the instant it appears. A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck to me I was having the best night of my life. The spirit drags your fingers over the sharp end of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I've got plenty more where that came from. Oh my god, that is terrifying. Well, we won, guys. We banged a spectral entity, got a glass shard stuck in our thigh, and apparently didn't regret it at all. Might be a little bit of a masochist. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now is the time, Banana, to face your destiny. Actually, about that, Banana, can we talk privately? Maybe, not here, maybe someplace else would be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedules, Spirit. Very strongly. And you know how I feel about telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Banana in private. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone. You know, from my experience in upper management of my father's mine, I learned that if you're going to fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough of the fire talk. Why are you here all of a sudden? Wait, you think, no, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is still Spirit. But if I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Banana yet, so that's a pretty good sign. I think we're in the clear. Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine. Really, that girl's very hard to read. A word of advice, though. If you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final howls are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out except for Banana. Did someone say final howls? That's kind of my whole jam. I can stay, right? Especially you. I hate Trickster so much. Get out of here. You and your goddamn freaking inflatable bat. Alone with Spirit, you can feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful even than the lingering smell of that Cleaver body spray. I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. That sounds like something that they could actually make into a real product and people would buy the hell out of it. Trapper Cleaver body spray would be insane. Spirit, Rin, I don't know what you're planning on saying, but before you say anything, just know that I really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days has helped me to get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? It's that kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. Savage! I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with, someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by a desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you, Savage. Can we just be friends? I don't know if... Before you finish that, just know, if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies, and I will destroy you. Friends it is! I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close to me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around. Spirit starts to leave. Wait, what? That's it? That's how this ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure I'd use the word ends, and for that matter, I wouldn't say that I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that we were never really belonging together anyhow. Good night, Banana. I mean, personally, I'm fine with this. I don't know the situation that's going on now. What the hell? I just spent all this time on this island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told that I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I said goodnight, Banana. See you around. Jeez, I'm sorry. What a bummer. Hey, why does she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. There's the chibi. They're all chibis, actually. And so, my precious killers lived happily ever after. As they should. Learning to love themselves, first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? I knew that from the beginning. You made it this far, you should probably know that. Now you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Banana. See you again later. Again and again and again. Forever. I don't believe that. That's a lie. This whole thing's a lie. Oh my god. You know, that wasn't bad. I actually quite enjoyed this. That was pretty interesting. The only problem I have with it is that now I have to go through it like freaking 4 more times, probably. I'm assuming the trickster actually does have some kind of weird ending thing that I'm gonna have to go through, and I'm gonna have to go on a specific pattern to reach certain pathways. I'm just proud of myself for not getting killed. I'll be honest with you. They threw some curveballs at me in places, and I thought I was in danger. I really thought I was in danger. Well, in any case, if you guys would like to see me do more of this, then I'm definitely up for it. But as for the night, I think I'm gonna call it now because I don't want to shred my voice like I did, especially with my nose being stuffed up and me having been coughing all day. So I think that I'm gonna actually call it here after we get back to the title screen. I'm curious if something weird's gonna happen. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing more of this if you guys want to see it. Can I keep it? I can! Skeeped! What happens if I load my save, actually? What will this do? Find Claudette and Dwight waiting for me? Interesting. Hold on, let's do this real quick. Now's the time to face your destiny. Actually, about... Oh! So it's just gonna repeat this. Wait a minute. What about my glass shard? What about the glass shard? Do I actually have to start a brand new game for that? Interesting. Well, anyways, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, stay out of trouble, don't catch anything on fire. If you enjoyed your time here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry this one was so short today, but yeah, I should probably get off here so I don't just tear up my throat. So, have a good night.